Medal of Honor Infiltrator. Now I gotta tell you something, this game knocked me dead. Now, Medal of Honor Infiltrator kind of follows the same storyline as Allied Assault and Frontline did last year, where you start by, storming the beachfront at Normandy. I gotta tell you, this game is really, really good. Now, it's not a first-person shooter like those other games. It's a completely top-down view. The thing you'll realize off the top is they have all these amazing video clips, like actual World War II video clips. I'm looking at this thing going, is this my Game Boy? Now, they also have kind of a first-person mode where, things are coming out on screen and you have to shoot them. You can't really move in that mode. Now, you can also connect this to the new Medal of Honor Rising Sun game, which is out on the GameCube. Now, the competition in these war games is pretty stiff around here, so this is definitely the one you're going to want to pick up. Medal of Honor Infiltrator, I'm giving it a 9. Hello?
Alright, we're back and we're going to talk now about Secret Weapons Over Normandy. This one's from LucasArts for the PC, but it's also available for the Xbox and PlayStation 2. What'd you think, man?
Well, now here's a game where you shoot planes.
That's correct, yes. It's a World War II
Lots
game.
of them.
It's like any kind of World War II air combat game that you've played before, but it's meeting Rogue Squadron.
Now they have a wide variety of World War II planes to choose from.
Awesome amount of planes.
Like
really
they got
cool.
my favorite, the P-40 Warhawk, but you can also choose the markings and insignias as well. So once you grab like the P-40, you can choose the Flying Tiger insignias if you'd like, or the German markings and stuff. And then you fly like stealth missions as well in a German plane with other German people around you. Now,
that's really cool. I like all that stuff too.
Another great thing that you can do in this game is that you have lots of wingmen and things, and you can send those guys off to do what you want as well. They can cover you, or they can go off and do their own dogfight. So you always feel like there's this massive air battle.
It really felt like
going on.
Yeah, absolutely. It really felt like Rogue Squadron or the Starfighter games to me.
Sometimes you're bombing battleships, other times you're doing dogfights, and you really get a good sense of where all your enemies are at.
If you have long stretches of sky to fly through, you can speed up the time and get through there very quickly. You're right back in about.
I love that option.
Very cool.
Probably the best thing in this game.
You can actually slow down time too, so you can see where your enemies are and you can maneuver your plane. It's kind of like taking to the skies in the world of the Matrix.
In the flight simulator world, there's a lot of people out there, especially PC people, who are, okay, is my flap set right? Is my landing gear? You got 7,000 buttons, and I got to click this, and is that all right? You're not going to get that, okay?
Right. Yes. There are also like all the detail in the ground targets and the sort of ground armaments that are out there. Lots of tanks shooting at you and recon cars, and there's little bonus missions that you can go on.
Now, there's also a great two-player mode as well, like split screen, where, you can just dogfight with each other, or you can choose to bring guys with you as your wingmen and fight like teams against each other.
But here's my problem. We're talking about a PC game and also a game for the Xbox and PlayStation 2. We all want to play online, especially on the PC. There might be some kind of patch or something that gets distributed later on down the road, or I know on the Xbox, with Xbox Live, it has that.
The Xbox Live logos on the box.
Yes, and you can download new planes. Like right away, you can download an extra plane and add it to your hangar, which is kind of nice. But when you compare, like, the Xbox version to Crimson Skies, there's no decision to be made there. People are going to want to play these games with other people.
I'll tell you, the other thing that's great is the music. Now, the music was done by Michael Giacchino, actually, and they used a live orchestra recorded in Hollywood. The one thing, though, I will say about this game is that it does kind of start to get a little repetitive after a while, because all you're really doing, as we said earlier, is really shooting planes.
You got to be into that.
But an enjoyable experience nonetheless.
I'm going to give Secret Weapons Over Normandy 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8.5. On the positive side, the action arcade elements are phenomenal. The music, voiceovers, and sound design are really well done. The stunning visuals and overall production qualities in this game are all top-notch.
On the negative side, the fact that you can't play online is a big detraction from the fun. The gameplay can get a little repetitive if you're not super hyped on this genre. And although Tommy and I love the simplicity of the game, if you're a flight sim freak, you might not be too happy about that. Now we're going to take a look at a product that is supposed to be the definitive cheat or anti-cheat device for the PlayStation 2. They're called the Clash Pads.
I should have called these the crap pads.
Right, the crap pads.
That's basically what this is. They have a little box which has a lot of switches on it that enables each of the joysticks to control the other person's joysticks.
Well, I think it's for people that are losing. I think it's for people that are having a real tough time.
This controller is for losers. This is the message that we're spreading here today. The other problem, aside from the entire concept, is that the actual pads themselves are some of the worst designed and cheap piles we've ever had the displeasure of looking upon. I got an idea.
What's that?
Save your $40
right,
and just pull out your opponent's controller.
Perfect.
And
great. I'd recommend that over the Clash Pads. I definitely will not recommend the Clash Pads.
Nor I.
On the positive side, this is an interesting idea.
On the negative side, the controllers themselves don't really feel that well designed. Now, Vic mentioned this was an interesting idea. I'd like to substitute interesting with bad. And the controller is so clunky and confusing that you don't even know if this stuff's working or not anyway. Not that you would care.
Stick around. After the break, it's 1080 Avalanche versus Amp 2.